Hello, Victory Village, and thanks for tuning in. Today, I've got the latest on Travis Scott and the Astrodome case, so stay tuned. Hey Village, I missed you guys this past week, but I have been working, diligently on the Travis Scott story. So I'm just gonna, break it down, like what I've got in store for you guys, what I found, the updates, the whole nine. Okay, so here we go. I did a YouTube search on the Astro World Travis Scott crowd breaking through. The first thing that I wanted to talk about is this crowd breaking through security, and I thought it was amazingly stupid for, everybody to do that. Now, some people are saying that Travis asked the crowd to do this on the internet and, wild out and all that kind of stuff. I didn't find any footage on that, but today.com, CBS Morning, KHOU 11, and a bunch of other news outlets did have footage of these people literally breaking through the gates. And I'm just like astonished. Why would you do that? That is the craziest thing, like really? Okay, so upon further investigation, FlixTalk.com said Astroworld claims the ninth victim. The ninth victim. So it's not 8, it's 9. Baharti Shahani, if I'm saying this right. Of course, they are from India. And, oh my God, it was just like so sad to see the footage and to see the parents, just devastatingly upset. Upon more investigation, the youngest person at this concert was 9 years old. And I did put up a poll and I asked you guys, what do you think too young is too young to be at a concert like Travis Scott's concert? And you guys showed up and voted. Okay, so the votes are in. 33% said that 10, the age of 10 is way too young, but 28% did say that the 9-year-old, was way too young. So we do have some comments on that. T. Tracy C. said that 9-year-old is too young to be at a concert, praying for the little boy who's still in the hospital. From news reports, he's showing no brain activity. So sad. Tracy, I'm sorry to say that he is the ninth victim of this whole debacle. Quinn E. said children don't need to be there at that type of concert anyway. And I totally agree with you guys. They shouldn't be at a concert like this. And I asked you guys on a different poll, what do you think happened? I mean, it's mind-boggling to me. Do you think Travis Scott is to blame for the Astro World fatalities and accidents? 10% says yes, totally. But 32% that said yes, but not totally. 10% said no, I blame security. Okay. 13% said no, I blame his team and the Astro team that was hired there. And of course, 36% said it's everybody's fault. Everyone should have been prepared. Everybody had a part to play. Now, for me, I'm down with the 36%. Excuse me. Everybody had a part to play, and I feel like, somebody dropped the ball. The ball was dropped somewhere. Now, as far as an entertainer is concerned, they should be concerned about, the crowd safety and should ask their team. They should be able to ask the team, the people that work there, everything. Hey, I need for you guys to be on top of your game. so that they can focus on the show. They can focus on entertainment. And so, that's why I say 36%, if you guys were absolutely correct. But that's just me. You guys let me know what you think as well. So right now, as it stands, Travis Scott has over 100 cases filed against him. Drake has a case filed against him, and Astro World is being blamed for this. Travis Scott representative said on CBS News that Travis Scott didn't have the authority to stop the Astro World concert. Now, a lot of people saw a clip where Travis did pause the concert, but he didn't have the ability to say, the concert is over. Um, there was no way, for two eyes to be on, several different things going at the same time. So I do commend Travis Scott for pausing the concert, but, yeah, and again, he's the entertainer, so, he's being paid to do this, right? So there is a possibility that his spokesperson was absolutely correct. He did not have the authority to stop the concert, even though all of this was going on. Okay, Village, I've also checked out the rap.com. Now, it seems that organizers as well have been sued. Attendees have been sued, not just Travis Scott, but his team, the Astro World team. Everybody is, laying blame. And, these over 100 lawsuits are not just piled up against Travis Scott, but the Travis Scott security, Astro World organizers. I mean, it's a laundry list. It's a laundry list. I will definitely try to put that link in the description box for you. Also, if you have Instagram, please go to the city of Houston. The city of Houston is extending a heartfelt condolence message to the families affected by the Astro World Fest. And if you hashtag Astro World Fest, you will also see some updates on Instagram as well. However, the latest on the internet has been 7 hours ago, and it is by the Los Angeles Times um, questioning the whole Astro World and Travis Scott, concert. Travis said that he was going to bring some things to Houston to uplift, being Astro World. Did he let it down? And a lot of people have, things to say still, okay? 2 days ago, Deadly Astro World Festival spiraled out of control for hours. Now, that's what really, tripped me out. And you guys put in the comments in the chat what you think about this. But for hours, I had no idea that, I was thinking maybe an hour or, whatever. But CNN also is saying that this lasted for hours. Okay, at least 8 more breaches would be reported throughout the day, with 3,000 to 5,000 concert goers that were not scanned entering the venue at 5:05 p.m. according to the logs. So if you were scanned to go into the concert, you were accounted for. So there were between 3,000 and 5,000 concert goers that were not scanned. So do they have the right to, make these, allegations against Astro World? Do they have a right to file a lawsuit against Astro World? That's the big question on everybody's mind right now, because they weren't accounted for. So according to Astro World and the Astro World Music Festival, they weren't there. I am definitely interested in knowing what you guys have to say about that, because that is the big question in Houston right now. Do these people even have the right? Now, for me, I'm kind of like, yeah, but then you did break into the concert. You weren't scanned. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't know. It's just crazy. I've not seen anything like this in the news since, a Michael Jackson concert, which is, we used to think back then that was crazy, but this right here is completely out of control. So what they're saying is it could have been up to 5,000 people that broke through the barrier that security was supposed to have in place and was supposed to be astronomically secure. For me, I feel like the concert was underestimated and they really didn't know, how big this thing could get, and everything just spiraled out of control. But I'm definitely interested in what you guys have to say about this, because the whole thing to me just seemed like a mess, and I feel like they really should have, looked into this a little bit more, had some more meetings, had security beefed up, but I feel like they underestimated the Travis Scott, fan base. Okay, so and then November 8th, Travis Scott said that he was going to pay the funeral costs for 8 Astroworld victims, which we now know a couple of days ago that this was raised to 9 victims. So I'm sure that Travis Scott is going to count the ninth person as well. But the question I have, for Astroworld organizers and the Travis Scott security is, do you think you dropped the ball on security? Do you think you dropped the ball on having enough on the team to secure the concert and, security throughout the crowd? At some point the ball was dropped, and, the city of Houston and everybody that was injured, everybody that lost their lives, the family, these people are, we've got questions, and I mean, it's crazy. But the rap.com does send condolences as well, and says the city of Houston also released the names of the 8 individuals, now 9, and asked for prayers for each of the families. And you can see the full list of names on the rap.com, so I will definitely put that in the description box for you guys, as well as you guys watching the premiere. Wow, the lawyers say that Scott did not know NCI, he didn't know of the NCI declaration. So this is something else that was updated that I don't think a lot of people were talking about. But Travis Scott did not know of the mass casualty declaration until the following morning. And this is what his lawyer said on last Friday, that never got to Travis, it never got to Travis's crew either. And the attorney stating these claims are Ed McPherson, and he was speaking to ABC's Good Morning America when he said this. He's up there trying to perform. He does not have any ability to know what's going on down below, nor does he have the ability to completely stop the concert. But he did pause the concert, and we did see footage of that, and so it was clear that he knew something was going on. And after that one person had gotten to safety as far as he could see, then the concert, kept going. Of course, you couldn't see any of the other, stuff that was going on. I feel like if Travis had have been, in danger, the concert would have stopped, because everybody, would have been like, we have to protect, Travis Scott and his whole crew up on stage. But who was looking out for, the audience in that capacity? I don't know. They're saying there's not a lot that we can do, and this is coming from um, the police. Police radio calls at night also reflected the chaos. At least one police officer reported the main stage compromised about 9:11 p.m., and that was from the Houston Chronicle. They reported that on Thursday, citing emergency radio chatter, right? So the audio included reports of breached barricades, people jumping gates, and breathing in cardiac problems, and that was also reported in the newspaper. So the radio chatter continued until 10:15 p.m., and that was reported in the Chronicle. So there's not a lot we can do, when officers said, adding that the breach was confined to one section only, and that was according to the reports they got. So standing by, we'll have to wait, but the concert management will let us know, and CNN has reached out to the Houston Police Department for comments on that as well. So we're going to wait for updates to see what they're going to say about this. What about the 3,000 to 5,000 people that did breach the concert? And it's just an ongoing thing, because they have to, they have to get down to the nitty gritty. And on top of all of that, the people that were shot with these alleged needles and the drug use, and I mean, it's just a big old mess. So we're definitely going to stay on this story for you guys because, everybody wants to know what was going on, and there are so many allegations being thrown around. But just know that there are people working behind the scenes to, you know, hopefully, prayerfully get to the bottom of this. So we're going to stay on top of this. And you guys pray for everybody that was, involved. Pray for the families that lost loved ones. And if you guys have, any news or anything, don't be afraid to put that in the comments because we can research that and give updates as well as our, research and trying to keep up with the news. And I've got a few connections in Houston. I used to live in Houston a few years ago. So I'm hoping to hear, something positive in the way of finding out what really happened, what was really going on with the needles and, the drug abuse. What was going on, that night? I mean, it was so many things. I've been shot with a needle. I can't breathe. More than one person was calling 911. It was just a mess. It ended up to be a mess. So I definitely want to know what you guys think in the comments. Definitely, if you are watching the replay, put your thoughts in the comments below. Let us know if you have any updated info. I love you guys so much. Listen, be safe out there. Still wear your mask, please. I'm begging you guys because so many people out here where I am are just losing their lives. It's a funeral day after day, and I would hate to hear one of my villagers out there losing their life or losing a loved one over this, pandemic, which I'm still considering we're in a pandemic because this thing is not letting up. So please, please be careful out there. Remember to always live on purpose. And as usual, I will talk to you in the next video. Bye for now, guys.